It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Denver. It's the Oilers and the Broncos, and it's coming up next.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one. Between the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Back to the air on second down. White working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now White. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Back to throw, Bishop. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot.
Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it.
Under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully...
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Bigsby is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Things to just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them. And they get their...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. White. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They work now on 2nd and 9. Off play action, here's White. That's complete to the Porter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's White. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Joey Bosa. And they're to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Pushes him aside at the 45. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 in the first. Looking to throw. Bishop. And Graham on the ground. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's White. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Now White. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. White looks to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, White. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st down, Oilers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Oilers have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown. Houston. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Oilers are once again back in front. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the result, a Houston touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Bishop. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Back to throw again. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Tank Bigsby with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. That that time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive, Bishop. And he will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Bishop. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bishop. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Bishop. He finds his man. Complete. It's Day. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tank Bigsby on his his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston set to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. White. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Parker, I think this will win awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Bishop. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bishop. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. White off play action. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. White completes it to Davis. Will go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
What's the deal, y'all?
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Bishop. He finds his man, complete. It's Day. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Looking to throw. Bishop. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot on the fumble. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now White. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On first and 10, White. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here now, second and 4. White. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Here's White. A final shot before break. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So we come upon halftime in the AFC. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Back to throw. Bishop. He finds his man. Complete. That's Sharp. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Dang. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the 38-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bishop.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Second down, it's White.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's White.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Throwing on 1st down. Bishop.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Carter is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And his kick here is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now out comes Houston.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on second down, here's White. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
White on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. White on 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Betts.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Looking to throw. Bishop. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Bishop. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! From 8 yards out. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The play fake, now White. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. Welcome back now to Denver. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's White. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Now White. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
To throw, White. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
White looks to throw. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Oilers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They'll look to throw.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Bishop.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Bishop. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off on Lavonte David. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Back to throw. White.
He connects with Hyatt.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. White. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, here's White. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Jalen Hyatt from 3 yards out. And the Oilers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver's offense now set to go. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Bishop.
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Gain of 4 yards. That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
And Bigsby once more.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Bishop. Lets this one rip toward Graham.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Bishop.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Bishop. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Still going inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
To throw again, Bishop.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bishop.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake, Bishop. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
3rd down and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Day. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 40-yard line.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 6, a little under a minute 50 remaining. A field goal won't help. They need a touchdown to send them to the Super Bowl as they've got it 1st and 10.
White's a throw completed to Hyatt.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now White.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Complete to number 2. It's a gain of 6.
Here's White. He has Hyatt over the middle.
And he's brought down.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
White looking to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
And the AFC champion. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Thunderbirds of San Antonio. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from San Antonio. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, Ty. All right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. It's just going to be a great source of civic pride here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Now Fields. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd down now, it's Malone. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Right.
Back to throw, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw is Fields. And this is caught by Evans. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Go.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. Fields.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got
Touchdown! DJ Moore from 3 yards out.
And the Thunderbirds are on the board here first in the season opener.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, here's Lawrence. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Running left is Walker.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On first down, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Malone, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. And here's Fields. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go. We're good.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Lawrence to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second down, Lawrence. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Walker showing the power.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline.
This is Sammy Sideline. He knows something. He tackles pretty well, too.
He
he's tougher than an airport steak.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
On first down, Fields. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Lawrence now off the bootleg. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Hey, Lion!
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a gain of 35.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago.
Let's go.
Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Here's Walker.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Walker going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the jaw.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Starting on the ground with Herbert. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Fields. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in San Antonio as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He's got a man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Boy, as a head coach, those are the kind of plays right there where you look like a genius when they work out. But you might find yourself searching for work when they don't. Fortunately, this ball's in the look like a genius category. What a call and what a pickup on 4th down.
Again, Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do?
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there complete to Allen. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Trying the left side with Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Ken Walker.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Fields throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's got a first down following the pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw, Fields.
He completes it to Evans. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, I have no reason to believe he won't.
Here's 2nd down.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
Go.
Hand off right side for Herbert.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all three timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here comes second down at 5. They'll go again with Herbert.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Here we go.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1.